According to my assessment, there is a whole lot that is about to happen with Ondo and the ONDO token. This is not only a result of the bull market in crypto that's continuing, that's kind of maturing as we round out 2025 and we're going to get into 2026. It's also the explosive growth that is anticipated when it comes to the RWA or real world assets market. Ondo Finance is really cooking right now. And as soon as a couple things line up, the right announcement, some positive news, things are really primed to skyrocket. And in this video, I want to break down very specifically why ONDO can do an 11x. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest, okay? I genuinely wish you well. But I am not a financial or investment advisor, so that means this video is not official financial or investment advice. Let's kick off with a conversation about Ondo Finance global markets. Ondo Finance, whose ticker is ONDO, has a very unique position right now in terms of being the leader of the RWA sector. I'm not counting Chainlink because, yes, technically it's in the #1 spot here, as you can see, but Chainlink provides the infrastructure. It's kind of like a behind-the-scenes play. It is deeply integrated in the RWA sector, yes, but Ondo's main focus is RWA, whereas by contrast, Chainlink is active pretty much across every crypto sector. It is an oracle. So yes, for me, Ondo is the absolute reigning champ in terms of the RWA crypto sector. And there's one product in particular that's going to be launched really any moment now. That is the Ondo Global Markets. And this will bring publicly traded stocks, also bonds and ETFs on chain. Not just one, but hundreds of them. Okay, but wait, are tokenized stocks not already available on other chains? And if that's the case, why is this global markets feature by Ondo any big deal at all? Well, that is a question that you can answer in terms of liquidity. Liquidity is a big deal, of course, for tokenized assets. And a lot of these tokenized stocks don't have depth, which leads to high slippage and, in general, unfavorable spreads, which in turn, the assets can depeg from their underlying assets price. No bueno. And there are two reasons. Number one, high friction minting, which means that there are serious obstacles, maybe delays or complexities during the process. Just think of KYC, know your customer, and AML, anti-money laundering features, and delayed mints, the fact that they're not instant. And number two, redemption mechanisms that are preventing efficient arbitrage. So as a result, prices differ from the underlying assets. Even if that's only ever so slightly, it still makes a big difference. So we see that gated redemption and arbitrage cannot act fast enough. But with Ondo's global markets, this is going to be different. Tokens are going to mint instantly, and you can also redeem them immediately, all at zero cost. And don't underestimate how big this is because it allows arbitrageurs to go straight to work. They keep the secondary market prices in line with the underlying asset, which is a big and essential difference. Just to clarify here, an arbitrager is somebody who takes advantage of the price differential of an asset on two different platforms. Tokenized stocks and ETFs on Ondo are going to inherit liquidity from public markets, and the liquidity isn't recreated. And so the Ondo global markets back and secure the underlying stocks and ETFs, and investors will have access to the liquidity of traditional markets. Here's a sample of how it's all going to work. Let's say you buy Tesla, ticker TSLA, via Ondo Global Markets. You buy this with stablecoins. GM Global Markets will buy TSLA on NASDAQ, and you immediately receive your TSLA ON token. It's 100% backed by TSLA. And that's exactly why Ondo's Global Markets is just so representative of an ultra-powerful tool. It's about to launch, and it's also about to change the current on-chain tokenized assets market. And basically, Ondo sees it this way. What stablecoins did for dollars, Ondo is going to do for securities. Part of the global markets is the Global Market Alliance. This is a curated group of trusted institutions, protocols, and service providers. Members are infrastructure partners, exchanges, custodians, wallets, or even DeFi platforms. This is a growing group that wants to establish a regulatory framework for RWAs, which should include standards and infrastructure. Right now, some of the latest partners are RWA.xyz. This is the leading analytics platform for tokenized RWAs. There's also Morpho and Gauntlet. Morpho is one of the largest DeFi lending protocols, whereas Gauntlet builds lending vaults. Other members include BNB Chain, BitGet, Pyth, Jupiter, CoinGecko, and others. We also have to talk about some of the major acquisitions and the strategic expansion that we're seeing. In July of 2025, Ondo Finance managed to get its hands on two different firms. Number one, Strangelove, which is a blockchain infrastructure platform. This is, of course, going to speed up full stack RWA platform development. And number two, Oasis Pro, which is an SEC registered broker dealer allowing Ondo to enter the US market. So these are two really smart acquisitions by Ondo. They're going to help them to get an even better grip on the tokenized RWA market. Ondo has also struck some other strategic partnerships that involve their working products. For example, their USDY and OUSG stablecoins. That right there is another reason why Ondo will remain the number one pick for RWAs. Not all real-world asset platforms have working products. That's just the reality right now, but Ondo certainly does. USDY is available on all kinds of different platforms. One of them is SEI Network. And OUSG is available on the XRPL, or the XRP ledger. It's going to settle with Ripple's RLUSD, which is a very significant move. Another major factor is Ondo's recent exposure via the White House. That's because Ondo Finance had a full-page mention in the crypto report, which was released by the White House. President Trump's working group on digital asset markets made and published this. Many other projects were, I guess, technically included, but they only really got a mention in the footnotes. And that made Ondo really stand out by comparison. Regulation for RWAs is also about to get a green light by the SEC. At least that's what it's looking like. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce appeared on Bloomberg the other day, and she mentioned that the SEC is willing to work with firms on United States equity tokenization. Another way Ondo wants to progress is with their Ondo Catalyst initiative. This is a $250 million strategic investing initiative. Pantera Capital backs this particular initiative. Visionary founders, builders, and teams can all apply for a slice of this effort. Lastly here, and just to close out, let's take a look at the price of ONDO. I do some price analysis. It's sitting at about 97.5 cents right now, so a little bit under $1. The market cap here sits at just below $3.1 billion, and there's no unlock until January 2026. So things are looking okay. Our friend Ali Martinez sees a breakout for $2.80. Another account on X, ETH Signals, confirms this with a short-term $3 target. Kyron here, who is very Ondo friendly, expects a cycle top of about $10. And last year in November, the Jolly Green Money X account even predicted a $20 price tag for ONDO. So yeah, look, for me, if you line everything up and you think about it cumulatively, I see a 10x, 11x, possibly a little bit beyond that for Ondo during this run, but that's a prediction that's largely influenced by kind of the quality of the landscape right now and the development of all this RWA infrastructure. As of this recording, things are looking good, so I would say it's possible. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And for God's sakes, be sure to join our discussion on X and on Discord. Those links are in the video's description.